Hey friends, hey, welcome back to the Expeditionary Johnny channel. Hey, if you're new to my channel is all about removing obstacles to getting outdoors. Now typically I'm thinking about things like time, ideas, and maybe equipment. So you're looking at a really happy man. It's been a 3-month drought since I've been able to get out and hike. So we're going to be heading out here at Fontenelle Forest, a really good place here to hit the trails at. And then I've got some ideas for you. I'm going to talk about maybe navigation and maybe some cooking ideas.
Fontenelle Forest is nestled along the Missouri River and the Lewis and Clark Trail in Bellevue, Nebraska. As you can see here in the video, as you enter Fontenelle Forest and off to the right, Fontenelle Forest has an exhibit dedicated to the American fur trade. Along this wall, you can see some of the equipment that some of the mountain men and fur traders might have carried, and also a chronology of their history. Now, along this back wall, you'll see some items that are very much common in the bushcraft world. And off to the right, there's a beaver exhibit, and then the last exhibit shows some items that were commonly made from the beaver's hide. Fontenelle Forest also has a nice little gift shop that has some good reading materials and also some items for your kids.
So here I am at the trailhead. We're going to start out on Hackberry Lane. I've got my trail map, and so one of today's ideas is how to practice navigating. All right, now it's hard to break bush and it's hard to find places, but you can usually find trails with maps, so you can practice your map reading. And then also another thing about navigation is tracking or keeping track of how far you've gone. And for that today, we're going to be using our Ranger beads, okay? All right, so we've run across some signage here for Habitat Hollow and Hackberry. We look down at our map. I'm going to stay on Hackberry Trail, but right here I'm going to go ahead and jot down a note. I've got 100 meters and 30 paces, and then I'm going to turn right to continue on Habitat Hollow. Now the reason I know it's 100 meters and 30 paces is my pace count is for every 100 meters I take about 65 paces. When I walked 65 paces and got to my first 100 meters, I dropped a bead, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna go and turn right and keep on going into the woods. Okay, time for another note. I've gone 300 meters, 20 paces, and I just ran across Wren Trail. So let's jot that down on our notes. Okay, so we ran across another sign, and we're going to go on to Hawthorne now. So let's go ahead and jot that down and keep going on with our hike. All right, so as you can see, I've gone a couple 100 meters, and now I've run across this bridge to Upland North. So let's jot that down on our notes and let's keep on going. So we go a few more paces and we run across Children's Hollow, but we're going to continue on Hawthorne. So let's jot that down in our notebook. Okay, we made it to another milestone. At 1,000 meters and 30 paces, we are now at Chickadee Trail. So let's jot that down, and then we're going to continue that way down to the train tracks. Okay, so at 1,800 meters, we just ran across this bridge. So we just got a few more meters. We're going to head out to the train tracks. We'll cross on over. Then it'll be picnic time real soon. All right, there we have it. 1,900 meters on Hawthorne Trail to get to the train tracks. So let's jot that down. All right, let's take the Missouri Trail now. All right, so you can see I made it to my picnic grounds. It was only 100 meters plus another 40 paces to get to here. So let's go ahead and get set up and let's make some lunch. Okay, so let's take a minute and cool off a little bit. It's actually a bit over 100 degrees today. Not really a problem. I'm mostly in the shade. I brought plenty of fluids there, and I've also brought some nice lightweight clothes that are wicking. All right, with Labor Day right around the corner, I decided let's go ahead and go with it. Hey, Labor Day signifies the end of summer, which in my mind is also a good barbecue time, or backyard cooking. So today the plan is to do hamburgers. I'm going to roast up a jalapeno pepper, and then we're going to cover it in some provolone cheese. Now the trouble is I forgot my hamburger bun, so Johnny's going to have to go low carb on this one today. That skin's going to just come off just fine. I'm going to put that on top of our hamburger. Alright, let's scrape out some of them seeds and that inner pith there. Take our hamburger, add a bit of olive oil, add our seasoning. All right, time to finally eat. Okay, So it's not totally no carbs, it's low carb. I do have some of these jalapeno and ranch potato chips to go with my my nice hamburger patty. Again, we've got local ground beef, then I've got a roasted jalapeno pepper and 2 slices of provolone cheese, because hey, if 1 slice is good, 2 slices is even better. All right, so let's dive on in here. Good stuff. Cooked all the way through. I think I can live without the bun. It's fun. It's great. All right. Well, hey, I hope this inspires you guys to get out and try different things. Again, just because you don't have access to, the deep woods, doesn't mean you still can't work on your navigation skills. Like a pace count following a known trail. You can always, a day hike, there's very few restrictions. You can come out and cook regular food out with you. All right, you guys take care. You have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. So I bet you guys thought I forgot all about the navigation part of this video. No. I just kind of wanted to keep the flow going, do the picnic, and then kind of do a wrap up on there. And I do apologize. I've got geese down here playing with my tripod. So if this shakes, it's their fault. So while I was hiking along the trail, I kept pulling up my little notepad here to leave some notes. So that at least it kind of gave me a breadcrumb trail of like how far along, what things I saw along the trail. Okay. In the end, if you break out the trail map from Fontenelle Forest, they show that Hawthorne Trail is about 1.06 miles. When you do the equation, that's about 1.6 kilometers. All right. How did I do? When I got to that bridge, I was 1,800 kilometers, and when I got to the railroad tracks, I was at 1,900. So I was in the ballpark, but maybe off by 100 or 200 meters. Could be my steps. I could have lost track. Could be their map, So I'm gonna have to go back out there and try that again. So you might have noticed I didn't break out my handy dandy compass on this video. Okay, that's because I didn't need it. All right, I was on a trail, a marked trail there, and I was following the map provided by Fontenelle Forest. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a firm believer in knowing how to use your compass. So much so that I flew out to Ohio just to take an intensive navigation course with Dave Canterbury and his Pathfinder School. It was great. I got access to some deep woods, got to do some bushwhacking, and met some great, really serious bushcrafters. Both the staff and the students. All right, so it was a rare opportunity for me. If you get that chance, do it. Okay, but my channel is about what? Removing obstacles to getting outdoors, and sometimes it's like, so you got to work with what you got. So you're going to find local trails, and think about it. To be honest, we're typically going to be following a trail map, whether it's on the Appalachian Trail or it's out in the Rocky Mountain National Park. They're going to have a trail map for you to follow, and so it's good to practice following your trails, and it's good practice to do your pace count so you know how far you go, taking notes. So if you do get disoriented, you've left yourself a nice breadcrumb trail so you can go back, get yourself reoriented. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much it. All right, so now we're wrapping it up. Get outdoors, practice your pace count if you can, break out your handy dandy compass, and you guys have a great Labor Day weekend, and see you all in the next one. Bye.